GTA 6 delay, now out May of 2026.
You tell me I gotta wait a whole nother year for this shit, dude?
You barely survived 2024. Come on.
For real, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'm wholeheartedly looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is survive until GTA 6 comes out, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
But we're going to talk about trailer number 2 and things you've also may have missed in there that I did jot down, as I am Matt.
And I am your boy Bingus.
And I'm Miles.
And in this episode, we're going to cover the latest that we know on GTA 6 that you probably have already heard, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So,
Stay home.
Let's get into it.
Welcome back.
very good, very good. Guys, who's fucking excited for GTA 6?
Dude, we've been ready for this shit for 10 fucking years.
Okay, so like I'm stoked on GTA 6, but I gotta drop a couple gripes here, okay?
All right, go ahead, man.
So one of my gripes being with GTA 6 is, you know, they're banking on this fucking idea that, you know, everyone's gonna want to pay fucking $120 for this fucking game.
I'd pay $150.
I don't say that because they're gonna fucking charge that, and then they want to charge a fucking daily service fee to play online of like $5 fucking a day to play online.
The biggest thing I heard about GTA 6 was, I don't remember who I heard it from. Might have even been you.
What's that?
But there's this thing where like it's almost incorporating like cryptocurrency is what I heard. And so what it is like if you buy the game early and you start like, you know how like you know those people you hop online, they got like fucking $20 million in their bank, bro. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But that's not like necessarily like actual currency. But within the game and like the way that they want the game set up to be like completely like not open world, obviously. There's a map,
you can invest in.
yeah, but you can invest in game,
Yeah.
which is wild.
Yeah, which is pretty neat. That's a cool concept.
A lot of it's speculation, though.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
again, we got a whole other year of shit to find out. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
and
it's like,
what's crazy about this is I want to say the most expensive building in the world was built in Dubai,
yeah,
and that
the
building costs
Khalifa
like
or whatever, right?
the Khalifa Tower.
Yeah.
and it's $1.2 billion, I think, is what the cost of it was. Let's just discuss the fact that this fucking game has cost them $2 billion fucking to produce so far, and they're about to push back for another year.
So how long?
You know
has it
why. You do know the real reason why. It's been speculated through Dr. Disaster, Asmongold, Vera Dark, and Endymion and Hypnotic. They've all talked about this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, the main reason, they're saying this game's already more or less playable from start to finish.
Oh yeah.
been? As it sits now, I'm guessing. Yeah.
They're
Right
probably
now.
perfecting it.
That's what they say. But let's be honest, Rockstar already released a statement, and I hate to do this to you, man. Rockstar already released a statement that they were going to tone down a lot of this stuff. They weren't going to go after transgendered people. They were going to tone down a lot. I'm not going to say it was going to be woke, but a lot of aspects were going woke. Now, Rockstar is sitting back watching all these fucking video game developing companies going belly up because of that progressive shit that they're putting out. It's not opinion, it's fact. They're realizing it's not selling. Assassin's Creed 2 hasn't even sold 3 million copies worldwide.
Dude.
That is a AAA Ubisoft game.
You're talking Shadows, not 2.
What did I say?
Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh.
Like how
No,
dare
because
you?
Assassin.
diss Ezio
Oh,
like
no,
that?
no. Sorry, I did not
Ezio,
mean.
bro.
Sorry, Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Yeah.
But no, Assassin's Creed Shadows. But
No,
obviously, I'm throwing myself off
Yeah.
here. But they haven't even sold 3 million. It's like 2 point something. Now they're seeing this and they're realizing this isn't selling to gamers. So now Rockstar, with that latest trailer, is getting back to what makes Rockstar a badass company. They're like, no, we need to sell, and we need to sell to gamers. And you know as well as I do, after the first week, they're going to make their money back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Easy.
saying. I feel like regardless of whatever
Trevor
it
is
is,
the best character GTA has ever.
yeah, whatever it is that goes into this game. I mean, any game kind of that has a subsequential fucking game to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like to me, it doesn't matter what the fuck they do. It's going to be a success.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
And even if it's only for like a fucking month or something, dude,
So
they're gonna get not $2 billion back.
But
obviously.
Rockstar cannot afford
a
You have
flaw.
to understand, 97% of gamers out there think like we do.
Yeah.
I know you don't give a shit about
Yeah.
the woke and shit.
No.
We hate it.
How much money has fucking the GTA 5 make? It's at like
I mean,
fucking
it's still
billion.
going. I mean, people are still
Billions.
putting money into this game right now.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
billions of fucking dollars
Yeah.
is what they've made off of fucking GTA 6 alone or GTA 5 alone. So I have no doubts that GTA 6 is gonna fucking fly off. the
It's
chart.
the most anticipated video game of all
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
I want to hear what you got on your list.
Until Red Dead Redemption 3 drops, and then we're gonna.
Oh,
really
facts.
fucking
Yeah.
But one thing that I want to point out that we all probably missed in the trailer, and if you haven't played the campaign for Grand Theft Auto 5, you'll miss it completely.
And I'll have the video of both trailers up as
Yeah.
we're talking on
Sweet.
YouTube. Please
Nice.
subscribe, like the video, and thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, yes. So, who's the main character in this next one?
Jason Duval and his girlfriend, the prisoner Lucia.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Jason Duval, if you pay attention in the trailer, he's driving a semi truck with a boat on it, right? And Michael's boat gets stolen from him in GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
that's
by
like,
Jason Duval.
But what's
Oh, that's
crazy is that's
crazy.
Los
Yeah.
Santos,
Honestly.
which is on the West Coast, and this is Vice City, which is on the East Coast.
So it's
Isn't
making
it
people
like? Isn't it?
They all connect in a weird way.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
not
thought,
like
yeah.
the United States we know.
Yeah.
But
but-
it's like a minimized version.
I mean, you have Liberty City,
City.
which is the New York part,
Yeah.
like in part 4.
and then Vice City, Los Santos.
So
So
You ever play the video game Bully? I wonder where that sits in here, because that's a
Yeah,
Rockstar
true.
game.
Yeah.
fucking GTA 5, just the base game, has made $7.5 billion.
Wow.
GTA Online has made $3 billion.
Yeah.
So you're talking
So-
about
billion.
$10.5 billion on a video game.
When did GTA 5 come out?
2013.
Yeah.
13?
Yeah.
So we're talking 12
10
years?
Yeah.
Mhm. And
12
it's still
years.
one of the top 3 most played games
Yeah.
on Steam. All the streaming sites,
So
it's
I
always
think,
up there.
I mean, what does that put them at? Probably $10 billion,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
what we said, 10.5.
Yeah, so
God,
$2 billion to
I have
make.
copies on both consoles.
Yeah.
When I had the Xbox One and the PS4.
Yeah, I
So,
stopped playing it.
I mean,
forever ago,
hypothetically
but-
speaking, 12 years, dude, they could recoup $2 billion in a matter of a couple years.
You,
Yeah.
you watch
You know
channels
what I
like
mean? GTA 6.
Endymion and Smash JT, they'll flat out tell you this game will probably make its money back just within 2 weeks minimum.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
which
yeah.
is gonna be
It's
crazy because you know
insane.
people are gonna be okay. So from my understanding, with GTA 6 is you have to finish the campaign before you got it online mode now,
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
which is neat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, respect. to
I mean,
the
if you're
developers.
gonna take that long to build a story and a plot and all this shit, like
yeah,
you want motherfuckers to
And
play
it also
you know what I mean?
depends. Like, how long was it online released for GTA 5 after the story mode release? Was it almost like, was it months or was it even a year?
I think it was about it. I think
They'd
it was
probably
about
give it some time, yeah.
Yeah, a couple
Well,
months.
but there's no guarantee that the online won't already release right away. They don't know.
Yeah.
It hasn't
True.
been announced.
So
TBA.
what one thing that fucking I noticed in the trailers is if you look at all of the reflections as Jason's driving, everything has depth. Dude, there's reflections going in the rearview mirror
Mhm.
and the fucking side mirrors.
Well, I mean,
You're looking at Unreal Engine 5. You're looking at photorealism. You're looking at what is called an ever-evolving map,
and
which means, like you saw in Los Santos, that one building was always under construction.
yeah,
It was
so
always
things are gonna continually get built and
progress. In this map,
I think-
it evolves.
Hear me out, GTA 6, but with fucking Battlefield type destruction. Cool.
yeah, it'd be crazy.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, like,
and
if you see a for sale sign on someone's house,
you can buy it. I
Yeah.
want to see that.
well, not
That'd
only
be
that,
super
not
cool,
only
yeah.
that, if you don't buy it, it will be bought because the map is always evolving.
Yeah, that's
which
cool.
would be cool. And like, one thing that I think was really cool that they brought in from the aspect of fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 is the hair growth and
Oh, yeah.
and then now they're bringing back. Okay, do you guys remember
GTA 3, or no, not 3,
San
but
Andreas.
San Andreas, where you had to get in shape.
I saw it, yeah, in the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't work out, you could start getting heavy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Hair growth, yeah.
so they're bringing all that into it, and then they're adding like you can go golfing, you can go fucking
Wow.
fishing, you can go.
There's one where
play
Lucia is
basketball.
practicing MMA in a gym.
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
like you're basically training a human being to head to a certain
That's
point.
nuts.
They know
Yeah.
what they're doing because they listen to their fans. I'm sorry, Rockstar listens, and
Yeah.
like I said, you have an ever-evolving map. You have in-game social media.
Let's talk about the most.
See, but my biggest thing is I want to see is the beginning of the second trailer.
Yeah.
It's the guy who comes up to Jason or whatever, asking for his money or whatever the fuck, right?
No, that's whoever Jason's working for. The guy
Yeah,
on the ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
But he's got like a raptor, right? But it's still a Vapid.
Yeah.
And so my thing is like, I wonder if they're actually gonna get the licensing and everything, right?
I don't think they
yeah,
are in
I
this one. I
yeah.
don't. I think that would have been too costly.
Which
One,
it doesn't matter obviously
I
because
mean, they have billions of dollars. They
Yeah.
could easily acquire it,
Yeah.
but I
But-
think
but
the
they
vision
have
is
their
that
own
they-
brand
Yeah,
now.
that's
Yeah,
what I was
that's
going
what
to say.
I'm
They built
saying.
their brand, and if you
Yeah.
look it up, you can actually purchase a Vapid card now.
that's wild.
And it's private production, so you obviously have to order one.
Sure.
So you're not going to see one for 2 years before they
I'm
start
fucking
building it.
pumped for this game. I'm sorry.
But-
No, real quick though, let's talk about why they're raising the prices.
Yeah.
First of all, Nintendo. I'm not going to get off subject here, but Nintendo's raising their prices, which, get this, is prompting Microsoft to raise
Oh, yeah,
their
I saw
prices on
that.
consoles and games. Okay, first of all, until what you say comes true, which it will,
Yeah.
right now they have lost their ass to Sony. They've
Okay.
lost their ass, so you cannot afford to be fucking bumping up your prices.
Yeah. Microsoft is making a poor move until they acquire fucking Steam like they've been talking
Mhm.
about. Microsoft is going to lose their ass. to
And so,
PlayStation.
again, imagine you're Rockstar. You're delaying the game a year. Yeah, you're getting a lot of that shit out that you were warned because you're seeing it's not working, the progressive shit. Now, couple that with the fact that this will allow them to raise their prices even more after these Nintendo and Microsoft is doing it. Now, Rockstar could probably sell you a base game. Not saying they will, but the base game alone could be 120 with an Ultimate Edition being up to 150 now.
That's insane, dude.
which is
I
ridiculous.
literally,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I've pre-ordered probably every Madden game that's come out since like 2016.
You know what annoys the fuck out of me? Like, I understand you get early access
Sure.
if you pre-order a fucking
Some
digital,
DLCs maybe or something,
a
yeah.
digital game.
Yeah.
It's digital.
Yeah.
It's not going
Yeah,
anywhere. it's
seriously.
not running out of stock. But what's fucked about digital games is they can pull licensing
Yeah.
whenever the fuck
Oh,
they
yeah.
want,
And then
will
you
never get a
what
fucking
that means
refund.
is you don't own your game when you
Mhm.
digitally buy
Yeah.
one.
That's why I'm like, I'll just pay for Game Pass, download whatever games come onto it, and when a game comes out on sale, then maybe I'll think about buying it.
Real
Like-
fast. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I literally I waited for Hellboy, which was $24 to go on sale, bro, before I bought it.
Seriously, bro. Yeah.
And I bought it for $12, and I was fucking
Dude,
stoked.
I'm stuck on a game playing the shit out of it called Rise of the Ronin. But
Yeah.
there are 9 things that if you at attention to this new trailer, if you don't pay attention, you're gonna miss it. The first one, Jason, he was literally at one time in the army because a tattoo on his arm or whatever on his shoulder shows he was a paratrooper in the army.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna have like a combat style
Yeah.
background. I have a
Maybe
feeling.
he can fly real well too, like a
Okay.
Trevor or something.
Yeah, he's a paratrooper. Now another one, number 2 is Lucia. If you watch her, because I mean, Lucia and Jason are fucking in that trailer like more than they're doing
A
anything
couple
else.
times. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all the
that's
trailer
right.
really was.
Like
But
that,
if you
you
watch
guys-
closely, she's got an ankle monitor on.
Oh shit.
So what that means is it's probably going to limit your map, and as you know how like most
Oh,
maps,
yeah.
at first, you only get a certain part of the map until that ankle monitor comes off, and then she'll be allowed to probably free roam anywhere.
I see.
That's
That's
Just
why
go
the
check in
ankle
with her
monitor.
PO.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
that's a big thing where it's kind of like they want to be able to. You can have like multiple characters.
Yeah, it's a dual
Yeah.
protagonist because it's a very Bonnie and Clyde style.
Yeah, which is gonna be super neat.
But
And
like when you see her rolling on top of him on the bed, the first thing I notice is she's wearing a fucking ankle monitor. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to limit the map because all maps are limited at first.
Yeah.
yeah, without a doubt. And I want to know if they're gonna fix the traversing of it because okay, like hear me out. Driving the map to fucking traverse a map is kind of obnoxious.
Sure.
So like if you fly a helicopter low enough to the ground, I feel like you should still be able to traverse the map and get coverage on it.
It just depends on
Yeah.
gamers' complaints. But
Yeah.
Metro system number 3, the Metro system appears to return in this one.
Okay.
Like the Cyberpunk 2077 finally brought it in later on.
Yeah.
But like literally, you can just take a Metro. It's a way of fast traveling around Vice
Oh,
City.
okay. Yeah.
And what's cool about Cyberpunk is I believe you can either fast travel on the train or you can experience the train ride.
But,
Oh.
and then there's another one. If you pay close attention when they're in their house, like probably in the background while they're fucking again, but there's a PS5 in the trailer, which ultimately Sony literally has the market rights for this game,
Wow.
Oh, shit.
which is probably fucking hurting
Yes.
Microsoft.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah, and like I don't know, GTA 6. I have a lot of high hopes for it, and what's neat about it is that they're using ray tracing. And if they weren't using ray tracing, they would have to go back and basically reprogram the game to run, and they would have to re-render it in the mirrors on everything. So they're using ray tracing on this game, so the lighting in this game is going to look phenomenal.
Well,
and
I mean, the
speaking
game
of-
itself looks crisp.
Well,
You know what
speaking
I mean?
of a graphical upgrade, that was number 5. If you pay close attention when they're at that restaurant or bar or whatever, and she's like dancing around in that skirt, they show like an up close bottle of beer. that beer is fizzing. You can see the bubbles in it. That's how well the graphical.
Well,
upgrade
even when
is.
he's walking out with the case of beer, like the water, like the liquid movement,
Yes.
like in it looks good. You know what I mean? Like,
And if you notice, like, watch that trailer closely next time. Look at the dollar bills. Like, there's a couple of times you can see money. Red Dead Redemption 2 presidents are on those dollar bills.
No way.
Wow.
That's fucking
Yep.
cool, dude.
Because
That's super
also a Rockstar game. Now, 919. There's a nightclub in that trailer. This is number 7. 919 is based on a real nightclub called E11 Even.
neat. Okay.
11, yeah.
Yeah. And then the last two, number 8, there's mountain lion and lots of other wildlife in this one.
Yeah, so yeah, you can go hunting in this game.
Oh,
you
wow,
can, you can
yeah.
purchase hunting equipment.
They showed them.
That's
You
crazy.
can see them. Yeah.
And I'm like, that'll be kind of neat.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
And then the other one is the massive amounts of side activities you're going to be able to do in this, from the weightlifting and getting in shape and getting buff to fighting gyms and all that kind of shit.
I understand that like some people get annoyed with like survival mode games and stuff like that because
Sure.
they don't want to have to focus on eating and shit. But hear me out.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, think about it, right? Like nobody wants to go fucking grocery shopping in a fucking video
Sure.
game.
No.
Some
but,
monotonous type stuff.
but
you know
hear
what
me
I mean?
out. Like if you go hunting, you can fucking haul the fucking whatever you're
Sure,
hunting
yeah.
off and get it fucking
You can
processed.
quarter your deer and
Yeah,
take it to a taxiderm.
Yeah, dude. Like whatever you end up wanting to do with it. But I really hope what they do this time, like, okay, so we obviously got to see some house customization in GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see full house customization in GTA 6.
I hope
be
they
cool.
get deeper. In fact, I want to also see deeper customization on a yacht, because you're
True.
in Vice City.
True.
You know how many, like, basically based like off of Miami.
Slap a name on that boat or something.
Yeah.
Something I did notice too was, since they're like in Miami or whatever, right? Like there was somebody had a different name obviously, but it looked like they were wearing like a Dolphins jersey.
Yeah, and he's wearing Tyreek Hill. You see
it
number
was,
10.
It
Yeah.
was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what it's like. It's a different type of sea animal that's related
Yeah.
to dolphins.
You guys ever seen that TikTok where he's like, yo, bro, I've heard of dolphins, but what the fuck is dolphins?
I forgot what mana. I can't think of
I'll look it up.
M-A-
I'll look it
yeah. But anyway,
Manta rays?
no, it's like, I don't remember, but it's a different name. But it's like it's an underwater aquatic animal like that.
Interesting.
But anyway, I was gonna say that you're talking about customizations of the house. Well, remember when, like, because we've been in Miami and Fort Lauderdale area, which is kind of what this is based off of.
Yeah.
The yachts down there are fucking everywhere, and I hope you can literally customize
Which
a
would be
yacht.
cool. So when I went to Miami with Juliet and her family, when we went down to meet her family for Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
her sister lives in a place called like Coral Gables, I
Mhm.
think. And there's this hotel there, and it's like the oldest hotel in the U.S., I think, or some shit like that.
Ooh,
No, you don't remember? Okay, so this like Mark
could be
Henry.
near St. Augustine, Florida, because that's one of the oldest towns.
Let me see.
This-
I'll look it up really quick.
Yeah, do. Because I think that everyone, like, we're all super, super excited for this game. I mean, it's got so many features in it. Like, I'm watching this, like, you're playing the trailer. What is it? Yeah, you found it. It's a different type of animal. It's I think they're related to the dolphins, and anyway, you'll find it when you see it, your little Tyreek Hill jersey.
I was wrong about the.
Yeah, it's the manatees.
Yeah, the manatees.
Yeah.
Look those up. They're ugly
Okay,
as fuck.
so the Baltimore, which is in Coral Gables, it's literally like we can walk to it from where Juliet's sister lives.
Mhm.
And the Baltimore is one of the oldest hotels in Florida, and it's like this 5-star fucking hotel, dude. It's a super nice hotel, and like I want to see if they add that into it. You know what I mean?
Oh, they could.
It's
I
a
mean-
huge staple in
It's such a huge area
Florida.
that they're gonna be making. And like, if you notice, there's a part in that trailer where Lucia comes home and she's working like because she's working on
Construction
her
or something.
probation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's she's probably picking up trash. Because if you notice when they're driving, you're seeing people
Yeah,
picking up trash
yeah.
on the side. She's probably doing that as part of her probation.
Mhm.
So she's working on like a chain gang, and that's when she
Mhm.
comes home and she's
Yeah.
already jumping on Jason. But she's obviously working on probation, but at the same time, she's breaking the law because they're
It's-
very
yeah,
Bonnie
it's-
and Clyde.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because like it shows that maybe you can't do a bunch of shit right out the gate, like Matt was saying. You know, like you have to like
hence the ankle
you
monitor.
gotta
yeah.
work your way up literally from the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, and if you watch that new trailer, she goes, "Well, it's just something to start out with." She says something to the effect of, "It's it's just a starter." Like
Yeah.
they're moving into this little apartment and
Mhm.
stuff, and they're working their way up. But the ankle monitor is definitely there to keep you limited, so you don't get full
Mhm.
access to the map right away.
Yeah.
Because no game operates that way. man.
Yeah.
I really want to know how the first person is going to look in this game in comparison to GTA GTA 5 and how it
True.
operates. Because like, don't get me wrong, GTA 5.
$2 billion, you know it's gonna be.
I want it to move and operate like a Call of Duty game or or Battlefield or what the fuck ever you want it to operate like.
Yeah.
But I want it to operate like a proper first-person shooter if we're gonna be able to run
True.
first person.
I am excited to see the combat mechanics in it because you
Yeah.
know you're going to be running and gunning against cops, against like drug cartels.
Yeah.
You know there's going to be cartel. You're down there near Cuba,
Yeah.
which they'll have a different
Sure.
name for
Yeah.
it. But there's going to be serious drug smuggling going on. I mean, guys, this game will be evolving by Rockstar
Yeah.
over
And what would
years
be
and
cool
years.
is-
I mean,
I
the
don't
way
know
that
if
they
you guys-
kept GTA 5 alive for so long, like
Yeah.
you can't, you'd be ignorant to think that it's just base
Yeah.
game and that's it. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
so and then like one thing for me is like Rockstar used to have they have a game called Midnight Club,
Mhm.
and they haven't come out with one since Midnight Club Los Angeles
Mm.
edition. And in that game, if you ran a fucking red light or like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like I want to see police be a little bit more realistic. Like in GTA 5, you bump the back of the car and they
oh,
start
they're
shooting
just
at you.
gonna kill you.
Yeah, they just immediately start killing you. And it's like in the Mafia games, you bump the car, they draw their guns on you, but they're like, "Hey, get out of the car." You know what I mean? But like, I want to see
That's
cops
great.
flick their lights. Like you can get the cops on you for so much as running a red light in this game.
I think
You know,
it to
is
go
what I'm hoping to look
like
for.
ultra realistic, like you just get tickets for like smaller stuff. Or
Yeah, but that's going to
Like-
suck because tickets like haircuts are like $500 in GTA world. So what's a
Yeah.
ticket going to run?
Yeah, I know. We need some realistic pricing here.
Yeah.
Okay? Give us some realistic pricing.
Well, I mean,
But, like,
it's hard to keep realistic pricing when at any given time
yeah.
on story mode or whatever.
Don't tell me Rockstar's going to blame
You could-
tariffs in the game.
I was like, you could is like when somebody's sitting on 20 mil
Yeah.
and you get like a $15 speeding ticket or whatever, they're just gonna be like, that was fucking pointless. That was
Yeah.
a pointless interaction. You know what I mean?
But it also teaches you to be more careful with your
Yeah,
surroundings. in the
seriously.
game.
You guys wondering if in the single player mode, even though it's single player, it's dual protagonist, I'm actually excited to control both of them.
Yeah.
Jason looks
Yeah.
awesome, but I'm excited to control Lucia. Like people, you know, when I talk about DEI
Yeah.
and shit, I there are female protagonists I absolutely love controlling, like Lara Croft.
Mm.
Those games the Tomb Raider games are badass.
Yeah.
I mean, and then this chick, like, she's a badass. I,
think a
can't
big-
wait to control her.
I think a big difference thinking
Out
about
of context.
You know what I mean? I just pissed off the feminists.
I think a big difference is the fact that in GTA 5, like all three stories kind of combine into each other.
Yeah.
Well, like
Okay.
kind of right out the gate in this one, like you guys are already together, like doing the story or whatever, or like you wait
Yeah.
for her to get out and whatnot, But instead of it all kind of just like being pieced together, it's kind of like laid out from the beginning. in a sense.
It's gonna be a beautiful setting though,
So
graphically.
so
Yeah.
hear me out on this, right? Matt brought up the fact that he saw that you can do MMA training.
Sure.
You could see Lucia kicking in there.
Let's talk about this factor that they should add in, right? In GTA 5, you can beat the shit out of pedestrians. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
Mhm.
Let's say you encounter somebody that also fucking trains, right?
Yeah, true, yeah.
You're at the bar and fucking Jason gets all drunk and starts picking on a dude with fucking cauliflower.
I can just hear the song. Everybody was kung fu
But
fighting.
like, just like no matter how much of a fight you put up, let's say this dude trains way better than
Yeah,
fucking Jason, and he beats the shit out of Jason. You know what I mean? Like it
True.
needs to be.
Then you better get your ass back to training.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
no,
about
seriously.
to make a name for ourselves.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Like if you're gonna include something that has to require the improvement of your character, there
Yeah.
has to be people out there that one are stronger than your character. There's people out there that can fight better than your
Yeah.
character, shoot better.
Well, I
whatever it
guarantee
may
you,
be.
if I'm controlling Jason and I'm in a bar and I see a guy with cauliflower ear, I'd buy the fucker a drink. I don't mess with him. I mean, I don't want my protagonist getting his
But
ass
no,
kicked.
we had
Yeah.
talked about before when like the first trailer came out and everything about that whole aspect of like being able to buy property, but like being able to like buy anything, really.
Yeah.
Like
Imagine if you could buy
like-
land and fucking build a
What
house.
about-
seriously, yeah.
Buy businesses and make money that
yeah,
way.
seriously.
Yeah, okay, like because like in GTA 5 they introduced the biker gangs where you can
Mhm.
move drugs and
Mhm.
other things like that. You had your own CEO company. Like I
Mhm.
know I had my own biker gang, my own CEO company.
Mhm.
And
Let's talk about online and what we're
Yeah.
waiting for that.
Okay,
Because
so-
oh shit, that was a fast one.
that was fast.
I mean, I just hope it's not like
Almost.
broken, dude. Because nothing
won't
was
be.
worse than an early load in on GTA Online, and you just get fucking no scope from a
Mollywopped,
different
yeah.
fucking.
Look
Yeah.
at it from this perspective now that you've got $2 billion. Rockstar knows this is the most anticipated
Yes.
video game of all time. I think you're going to have a very clean, very non-buggy game. And I think we're going to have a bigger game. It's not going to be as linear as their previous titles.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion.
And like I think okay, so you know how they introduced Michael's town in the beginning
Mhm.
when he fakes his death and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us go back to areas
Sure.
like that.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
let us travel. I think open travel would be super neat.
That would be
I
bad. All right, guys, that's our take on the latest trailer in GTA 6. But thank you for joining. Please, again, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you for joining us, guys. And I am outro.
Later.
Fuck.